Hey guys, it's your girl, Sam Manuel. I hope you all are having a great self-care Sunday. Happy self-care Sunday, right? Right. I've stated in other videos that self-care Sunday isn't always about, face masks, skincare. It's not always about those things, right? It's about doing things for yourself to care for yourself. And sometimes it is about those things. Sometimes it's a face mask. Sometimes it's doing your skincare routine. Sometimes it's taking a nice long hot bath, right? Sometimes it is about those things. Needing time to unwind and relax. But there's a lot of other things that go into Self-Care Sunday. And I like to add meditating to that list. Meditating can also come in a lot of other different forms. It's not always sitting like this and it's not always like that. That's not always what meditating is. Sometimes meditating is sitting there and just feeling the vibe or being at one in nature outside. Sometimes meditation is that, just sitting there in silence and just feeling the cool breeze and like listening to the leaves flow back and forth. That is a very intimate form of meditation for me. I go out and do that. But there's also other forms of meditation. Doing your favorite activity is also another form of meditation, which we're going to do today. I like working with my hands. I enjoy working with my hands, making things, building things, creating things with my two paws. I love doing it. And what a perfect time to do it. It is not too hot outside, so we're going to be doing an activity I'm going to share with you guys. A little while back, the company that I work for was running a raffle, right? And I entered a bunch of times. YOLO. And I won. I won a bunch of prizes, and I was really excited to get them. I got them. The company name is literally all over these prizes. Literally all over them. So we won a ring toss. What a great gift, right? Right. They gave me something for free. I should be very grateful and happy. I opened the ring toss. I don't know when I'm going to use this. That's the thing. I don't know. It's a nice ring toss, too. It's not like, oh, that's what we're going to be doing. You'll see. It comes with these ropes that you toss. Oh. Which they're very nice. They don't have the company logo on them. That's great. 10 out of 10. We're going to play a game of ring toss after I'm done creating, designing, manufacturing, making this thing. These sticks go in there. You throw you know how to play ring toss. I don't got to tell you that. This is the board. This is the back of them, which it's this lovely black wood, which I'm down for. I'm down for this being black. On the other side, it's white. I don't like it. It's ugly. Today, I'm going to be redesigning these and making them my own. Really giving them that personal touch, if you know what I mean. I wanted to do this last week, but I really wasn't feeling up to it because, period pains. But here we are today, making it happen. These boards, not shitty quality. So I'm very excited to work with them. I'm very excited to paint over them, and I'm excited to redesign them as well. I had a lot of ideas for these boards, right? I was going to doll them up, make them look pretty. I'm still going to do that. But when I'm thinking about something, it grows into something else. So I'm like, oh, I should do this. Oh, but I could do that. The longer I think about something, sometimes the better it gets. Because I still want to make them look pretty and attractive and fun. But I'm finally at a solid idea. This video is going to be all over the place. Great. I picked up some chalkboard paint, black chalkboard paint, so it'll match this. And then I also picked up some chalk. I'm excited to just start working on them. I've had this idea since last week, so bear with me for my excitement. I'm going to give you guys some little tidbits. Whenever you do purchase spray paint, always make sure you get caps as well, because the manufacturer cap might get stuck on you, and then you have to take a knife and like poke a hole. You don't want to do all that. You want to get good solid caps. You want to get caps. Spray paint caps. And I'm so glad I had these, because we're gonna really utilize these today. I used to be a badass in college, and I used to do graffiti. No one knew about it, though. I was very low-key, because you don't want to get in trouble doing these things. And if you do get in trouble, you want to get in trouble alone. You don't want to take people down with you. When I worked at an art supply store in Fort Lauderdale, I learned a lot about spray paint and caps and stuff like that. And I met this graffiti artist named J. Puma. I love her. I still love her. Not like that, but I love her work. And I love who she is. And I met her once in person, and oh my God, she's something. She's someone. And I love her. If you don't know who J Puma is, look her up. She is a Miami graffiti artist. Actually, I think she's from New York. And I believe she went to a really good art school. Editing Sam will tell you all about her. Hi, I'm here to tell you about J Puma, but I just realized the J in J Puma stands for Jacqueline. And there's no coincidences in life, honestly. I am meant to end up with a woman named Jackie, Jacqueline, Jack, whatever the fuck, however the fuck she spells her name, Jacqueline. I swear to Christ, this is like my 5th Jacqueline, 6th, something like that. I'm tired. Anyway, J Puma is actually now a tattoo artist. I believe she's tattooing in Miami. And she also went to Pratt, FIT, and Pace University to get her bachelor's degree in fine arts. So her BFA with a minor in fashion. So that's a bad bitch right there. I'm telling you. Look her up. She's the one that really got me into that type of artwork, that, graffiti. And if you mess up, it's not a mistake. It's meant to happen. And just keep going with the flow and do your art, do things that make you happy. And, the art will find itself kind of vibe. And I really like that because there's no rules in art. And I think a lot of, when you go to school, they're like, oh, well, that's wrong. You just shouldn't do it that way. She's awesome. Check her out. Check her art out. Maybe I'll link her. I don't know. She doesn't need my help, but she's good. She's really good. So what are we going to do to get started? What I'm going to do to get started is I'm going to start sanding down the front of these boards to give us a nice base so that we could spray the chalk paint over it. And then we're just going to do what we want to do. I'm not going to explain what I'm going to do. You'll just see. You'll see, right? Okay, fine. You're cool with that. We got sandpaper, and we're going to use 80 grit today because the coarser the better. We'll be able to get some of that printed verbiage off and then make it nice and clean in order for us to spray paint over. And we're going to spray paint outside. Never spray paint inside unless your area is very well ventilated, and this area is not very well ventilated. We're going to go outside. We're going to lay a towel, something down, and we'll spray paint the boards and let them dry. It's coming off nicely, surprisingly. Yeah, and then I told her, respectfully, you're killing my vibe. I gotta go. I just can't, I can't deal with bullshit anymore. I just have a very low tolerance for it. I really forgot how messy sanding can be. Wow. What a difference, bro. Okay, so I spray painted the 2 boards. They're outside drying right now. This is just to show you that I did it, but it's okay. I've been wanting to cut this towel up for a while now. It gives my lazy ass an excuse to do it. It's nice outside, so they'll dry quickly. I got all towel on me. I was experimenting because that's what life's about. And this one came out really good. And then, well, it looks like this one did too, but in person it does not look good. This one came out really good. I'm really proud of it. We'll get started on designing her because I'm living for chalkboard paint. I'm living for it. I'm really sad about this one. Well, we could still fix it. Never be sad about it. I was just experimenting. I sanded this one and I didn't sand this one because I wanted to see what would happen, if I really did need to sand it. Oh. And I do need to sand it. So we're going to wait for her to fully dry. And then we're going to hit her with sanding on the middle. Then we're going to go back out and spray paint her again. You win some, you lose some. You have to try. You have to make an attempt, right? If you don't, you'll never know. We have white vinyl. And then we have this really awesome mint vinyl that I've been dying to use. We're going to make these boards look to the moon and back, right? I have a Cricut Explore Air 2, which I really love, and that's where I make the majority of my shirts, decals, etc. I'm a big fan of it. I had it for a couple years now, and it serves me well. I haven't gotten a new one because I keep things until they die. I keep things until I cannot keep them anymore. I'm going to be in the Cricut app design space. I wound up cutting the footage of me in the Cricut design space, clicking around and designing the final product. Made the video like 25 minutes longer than it had to be, so it had to get cut. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll post it as a separate video, but it had to get cut. I really like making things, right? I like making things. I like designing things. I know that was kind of a hot mess to watch, but that's my process. I'm a real mess. I'm really like, ooh, what's this gonna look like? What's that gonna look like? And I'll test things. I'll measure things 100 times before I'm like, okay, well, that seems like it's gonna work out. So a lot of thought goes in behind designing something, even though it's so simple as something like this. I put a lot of thought into it. I put a lot of effort into it. I put a lot of love into it.
Oh, Sam, you know, everything's such a fucking joke to you.
Life is a joke, baby. Lighten the fuck up, huh? God damn. Fucking tired, bro. Sick of all of you. Sick of all, not all y'all. Just the majority of y'all, though. Need some help. We're weeding our decals. Not on. Bada bing. I'm allowed to live the life that I want to live. And if anybody's got anything to fucking say about it, take a number, sweetheart. Please, by all means. When you start paying my bills, then you'll get some say in the way I live my life. Even then, I'm going to give you some backlash. I mean, the life, baby. The life. Living the fucking dream. I live for self-care Sundays where I could, like, just talk to myself and vibe. Vibe high. We got the seashells are coming out as well, so that'll be nice. Don't worry, baby. It's so simple, but like, don't fucking worry. No worries. Good vibes only. Maybe I should have put good vibes only on here. Nah, that's so basic. I've had that as my profile quote for a very long time, like years now. So it's definitely my go-to, like, don't fucking worry about it. It's like, what are you worried about, you know? Don't worry. The universe provides. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut this again. Our little score thing didn't come out right. It's okay. Life happens. Oh, wait, did it? Oh, it did. Oh, it looks nice. Oh. Why'd it get stuck like that? I don't know. Shit happens. Shit just happens sometimes. Oh man, I got fucking... How did I get spray paint on my face? I had spray paint on my face and no one was gonna tell me? Thanks a lot, guys. Cookie Butter is back at Cali Coffee, if anybody wants to know, or head over there. We did it! And now we need to mask them so that we could place them on the boards. Yeah. Oh, this is coming out so great. I'm so proud. I like when things like come together, you know, feels positive and empowering and yeah, all that. I like to use Jesus Christ. I like to use contractor grade tape, Scotch tape to mask everything. It just makes everything work out. The vinyl sticks to it better. It's just a trial and error with certain things, you know. Oh, I think our seashells are done. It takes a lot to make a decal. I don't think people understand, honestly. We'll cover score first. Basically, we just lay the tape down. You just lay the tape down over it, and you're gonna... I'm very non-traditional in how I do things. I kind of do things my way and the way that I learn them and what works best for me. So you find out what works best for you and run with it, right? Let's weed everything first, and then we'll worry about placing everything and how that is gonna look. The shells came out. I think that was a really good last-minute addition. Well, we knew we wanted the shells, but we just didn't know where we wanted them. It doesn't need to be perfect, you know? You just need to be careful when you put it on. You need to have that touch, if you know what I mean. Jelly bean. Make sure it's sticking to the top of your vinyl, because when you go to peel, and when you go to pick up, you don't want any problemos. I've done a video where I've made a decal before. If you want to know how to apply decals, head over to that video. I'll link it below. It's really easy to apply a decal. No, you can't show it fear. You can't be scared when you're putting a decal on. You just gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. Go for it. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Do you ever guys just watch these videos and like, oh, she's talking to herself in her house alone? I used the wrong mat to begin with. I should have used the light grip mat, but I used the standard grip mat. You know, you live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. You know what works and you know what doesn't. But sometimes you just want to do things. Sometimes you just want to do things and you don't pay attention to the mat that you pick up, and that's okay. They're color coordinated and I should have known the difference, but I just chose to not deal with that. Cricut items work on Cricut items, and then when you add non-Cricut items in there, it's like, I don't know, like anything else, right? We got really close to the edges for this one. We'll get really close to the edge. It helps you apply it better because then you could really gauge where it should be, what's going on. I'm gonna eyeball this. I'm not gonna measure. This is just a fun project. If I was like putting decals on someone's car, or if I was doing a door storefront, I would measure, I would mark, I would do all those technical things. But since this is a project just for me, it's like YOLO, we're just trying to have a good time over here and make something cute. So I'm not all about measuring and all that. We're going to eyeball it. It's just going to look good aesthetically. This isn't for a client, you know, we're just doing it for us. We're just having a good time together. If it was for a client, you should take those things seriously and measure shit and make sure you have all your shit together. Typically, I would put like bleed marks on things and make it bleed out the 9 1/4 inches that we measured in order to really like center it. But we're just gonna feel it. We're gonna center from the heart. Center from the heart. Yep. I'm just gonna weed the shells and mask them the same way I did this. So weeding the shells was a little difficult, but I'm definitely happy with the results. Sometimes things that are difficult that turn out good are worth the difficulty, you know? Some things are worth waiting for. And weeding a decal like this, an intricate one that has these kind of like lines in between, take patience. And you gotta be patient with things that you want. Because look how cute they are. Look how cute they came out. Be patient with the things that you want. I'm gonna start placing some of our decals onto our board. I'm gonna start with the "Don't worry, baby." We're just gonna peel the skin off. This perfecto. Sometimes some vinyls are easier to peel than others. Just be careful, you know your vinyl, know what you're using, know your materials, know your worth. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Yeah, I actually think that's like accurate. Okay, so let's press down. Go in with this. Bada bing, bada boom. If it doesn't seem like it's stuck, it's probably not. So keep rubbing until you feel confident. Cool? Cool. Sometimes you gotta rub a little harder. Sometimes. Alright, let's start here. Be gentle with your vinyl when you're pulling. Sometimes it's gonna pull faster. Just be careful when you're pulling. You don't want to rip a letter. You want to make sure everything's sticking properly because sometimes no matter how hard you rub, sometimes you'll get that one letter that trips up. Do not pull very fast. Bada bing. There you go. Be gentle. Be gentle. Especially when you get to something like this. You don't want to risk ripping your leaf. Because then you got to go back to your design space. You gotta reprint a tree. You don't actually want to reprint it because you're happy with how everything already came out. You gotta replace it. It's better to just be careful. Slow and steady wins the motherfucking race. Love it. Love it. I just love it. It came out great. Let's go with our... Where did I put our weeded... Where's our shells? Hello? I spent so much time weeding them. Where are they? Are you fucking me right now? Where did they go? Hello? Where are you? Oh, there you go. I should have gave them a little bit more breathing room, and I didn't, and that's my fault. But now it's my job to kind of strategically rip and cut around these babies. Sometimes you need really small, intricate scissors to cut your vinyl. Just make small cuts like this. Yeah, that's nice right there. Give it a little rub. This vinyl might stick better than the white vinyl. It's already sticking really well. This vinyl wanted to stick to something because it was really hard to It was really difficult to weed, honestly. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I just love it. It came out so good. I'm happy. Oh, man, now I just need some people to play ring toss with. Oops. Perfect. Are we living? I love how this came out. Aw. We'll move on to the next board. This is our scoreboard. I'm eyeballing it, remember. I didn't measure anything. I'm eyeballing. We're eyeballing it. Careful when you're pulling. Careful when you're pulling. Careful when you're pulling. It sometimes looks like it's gonna be a nice clean pull. It'll get you. It looks like it's gonna. It's not always gonna be a nice clean pull. It might rip your lettering. Gotta be careful when you pull. Gotta pay attention. Just looking out for you, babe. That's all. I think we're gonna be able to fit shells on here, on this one, which I'm happy about because I really like the shells. I really like them. Uh-oh. It's okay. It's a little crooked. It's okay. It's not bothering me. Shouldn't bother you either. Yeah. Nice. Nice pull. Nice pull. This was a little crooked. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, honey. When you have a few shots and you're done playing this game, you are not gonna give a shit if it's crooked or not. It's nice. How did it come out crooked, though? It's a literal straight line. I like it. I like how it came out regardless. If any of your friends are, like, making decals for you, just know that it takes a lot of work, and they must love you if they want to make a decal for you, because it's a lot of mess. It's a lot of cutting. It's a lot of measuring. It's a lot. Keep that in mind. Decals with love. I'm really happy I did this, honestly. I was tired of looking at these with the logo on them, and I was just like, Jesus, Mother of God. Maybe I'll actually play with them now. I like doing stuff like this. Makes me happy. We're gonna put the shells on here. I love shells. Maybe I should have made this white. Fuck it, you know? It's what I want. I made it mine. Make your own. Make your own shit. Call me about it. Tell me how it came out. Make your own fucking ring toss. Babe. Oh. What a cute little touch. Madon, what am I telling? Bada bing. She's looking good. She's looking good. Feeling good. Woo! I need to be, okay. Stay still, Sam. Now you're in a good mood, but come on, baby. Get it together. Look at you. Thriving. Living life. It makes them look like they belong together with the shells. Here's some chalk. I bought some chalk today. So if I'm playing a friend, I'll just put both my names here because I'm my friend. I'm my own friend. Oops, the chalk broke. Okay, well. This was the point of it, to keep score of like your game of ring toss. One keeps score and the other's just for fun, for show. This has been fun. I had a great time doing this. Does this come off easy? Oh. Oh, it's not that bad. This is just with the towel. It came off not bad. If you were like playing a friend, you know, you can play on the chalk and then you can like doodle on the boards, and who cares if they get dirty because it's a chalkboard pretty much. I don't know. I had a lot of fun doing this, honestly. Happy Self-Care Sunday. Do things that make you happy. Making things like this make me happy. And I know it's so small, it's so tedious, it's so minute in the grand scheme of things, but this has been fun. I had a great time. I think they came out great. Maybe I'll actually use them now. This is cute. This is what's up right now. I had more fun than I should have making this. I think the spray painting part was like my least amount of fun. But then putting these together, hell yeah, baby. Look, and it matches the back now. One more. Yes! Oh, that's 2 for 2, baby! 3 for 3? Oh my God, I'm on a roll. Oh, that one didn't make it, okay. Oh, that one didn't either, okay. Yeah, okay, well, I'm 3 for 6. Bye!